What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Portal Knights episode, a special episode this time around. We have some amazing new news. Can you see? Things look a little different, don't they? And this little red button down here, they kind of changed the look of it, and bam. I was actually given early access. I got some tight restrictions as to what I can and can't show you. But first thing you're going to notice is that things are just a little bit different here. So they changed the way that the character selection screen looks, and I think they might have even changed some of the armor, because I remember this being purple. But we get into here. I've already been looking at a few things, so let's just do this. Bam. So we have our 3 worlds, and what they've done now is they've increased the amount of worlds to 5 that you can create. Even better so, though, is in here. Nope, has to be a new one. So we're going to create a new universe, and we'll just go with the same name that I had before. Created chills. Bam. Creative mode. So this is something that people have been looking for so long. But what we have right here, 78 islands that you can create. And there is a ton of flexibility. So you'll look at where they are, and it's all a blank slate. You can do whatever you want. One of the coolest features that they've actually added is copy from existing. So if I go in here, you got large, pretty land, creative chills. So if you're familiar with my channel, I have a bunch of different things that are available here. This is our island that we currently have in the game. So there, that's the one with the what do you call it, the big mansion, the Viking builds and all that stuff. We go back in here, copy from existing, go back to Pretty Land, we go into Adamore. This is the one with the great big sort of steampunky castle type thing that I have on there as well. We can even go back and copy from existing. We'll go back to one of my old worlds right here. This is the large world that I had, our Angler's Wharf. Copy all that in there. So if you have a world where you've got multiple builds that you want to put all into creative, you can actually do that. So see, we've already got 3 on there. Let's see if we can add one more from here. I thought we had the really cool dimension to the map too. The map looks really sweet. Still zoom out, but you can see how now it's actually lifting up. I don't think that was like that. The one thing I already looked into that you can't do, you can't copy a boss world. So if you were thinking, oh dude, can't wait to build in a boss world, unfortunately that is not a thing. Not yet anyways. But we have access to all of that there. We can completely create a brand new world, but when you go into creating a brand new world, you can actually go into the theme, the terrain, and the settings itself. So you pick wherever you'd like. Badlands, the Haunted, this is the Haunted event. This is the Christmas event. This is a Halloween Island, the Rainbow Island, the Grove, a Blueprint Island, which is basically a layout that you can change to whatever you want. You have to knock out a block, replace it with something else. Red Planet, the Asteroid, Hollowlands, Polar, Tropical, they got everything you want in here. We'll go with Winter Magic, but now you get into the terrain setting. Do you want it to just be a flat land? You know, just a blank slate, you go in, do whatever you want to it. Do a balance. This is kind of like a flowing thing. There's some caverns in it. There's a couple ponds or whatever that would be in there. The dunes. You want a minor pond, rifted plains, crescent, marsh, a valley, circular, shattered circle, large pool, pillar, volcano. So with the Christmas one, I don't know, let's just pick a pillar. Now you can adjust the size itself. Do you want small, medium, or large? And it's like, sure, go with a large, create. Done. So that was up here. So now if we go into this world here, oops, we gotta go create a chills. Wait, there, sorry, this is the other one. Visibility in the workshop. So this is the Steam workshop, and this is where things get really exciting, because anything that you publish, you can put up on the Steam workshop. Not just that though, you can download unlimited amount of maps from the workshop. So what that allows you essentially is however much hard drive space you have is how many worlds you can access on your Portal Knights game. How freaking amazing is that? So you can share it just between your friends, or you can keep it completely private. I'm going to keep it private because this is just a little do that whatnot thing. So So by having this, you got not only, instead of 3 worlds, you have 5 worlds that you can go into, but now with your creative worlds, you can create all these different things, upload it to Steam, where it automatically goes to the workshop, and then you can download as many as you want from there, as much as your heart contends, or until your hard drive's full. So now what we can do is we can go, okay, that sort of gets that all set. Go into here, and we can pick where we'd like to go, add or more. We'll travel there. And this is one of my old islands that I've had from a previous build. The other thing they did was they changed the whole teleportation going through a portal thing. It's all now multicolored, rainbow, super friendly, and faster than it has been before. Oh no, this is Adamor's from where I was now. So everything is here. The only difference is I can't access things except for whatever's in here. But now see, I can put on any of the different things that I want to put on, which they may have some extra stuff, because some of this stuff looks a little bit different than I'm used to, unless they just change the names of a lot of them, because look at how many there are. Wow, skeleton gloves, the elves, gloves of Satyrus. See, change anything you want. The other thing is, you can see I've got a whole bag full of goodies, and as you can see, we have a ton of stuff. So those are all the blocks in the game, all the different pieces of furniture that you can access, a bunch of different crafting stations, chests, all the flags, all the stuff that you would normally not be able to even craft that you can put around your world, all the different signs, pictures, different kinds of lighting, new pet stuff, all the little trinkets and stuff that you see around, presents that you find from the Christmas world, vases, whatever you want to call them, all the different tools, miscellaneous stuff with, like the great big bells from the trials that you can go through, the agility, the strength, and the delving. A mailbox, for crying out loud. Look, a bell with the pillars. You can build yourself a massive church now if you want to. We go into the shrubbery and whatever else. You got all the potted plants and stuff like that, different kinds of trees, mushrooms, all the crystal fragments, silk. So everything's in there. We have every villager that is in the game in here. We have some different tools, the basic tools. You don't really need anything more than this. Kind of surprised they didn't put all of the tools in, but hey, you got gold tools. It's more than enough. Plus, it's creative. You don't even need a. If I want to, I could just go over here and go boom, and that thing's busted. So you can go in there. We got all the different bombs, and then hey, look, we got toys. And by the way, kids, fireworks are toys. So go out and blow stuff up. Yay! I'm kidding. Okay, don't go do that. Fireworks are not toys. So they may want to change that. Just my own little observation and suggestion. So let's go into the winter magic world that we created here, because this is going to be a bit of a weird one. You know what the Christmas island is like. It's relatively flat. It has a couple ponds around, so it would probably be a little bit more of the balanced side of things. So when we get in here and we can see we've made that huge pillar, it's going to be like our winter wonderland. And this is going to lead us into one of the new things in creative mode. And everything I say is going to be pure speculation. So here we have flight. Looks very cool when you're flying around. You got this little flying around action. There is no way to control the speed, so holding shift actually makes you go down, spacebar makes you go up. Control, you can move your cursor, but that's it. So we have these little things here. Let's go over to a nice little flat piece of land. Say right here. So the first new thing that I noticed in here was this. We have ourselves a snow block. You look around, we also have the soil block. We have the regular stuff that we've always seen. There could or could not be something else new or taken away. It's purely speculation at this point, because this is not the final version. This is just an early access build that they've given me access to. I'm not allowed to show you the adventure mode because that's just in their non-disclosure agreement. We'll give you the early access to the game, but you cannot go into adventure mode. I'm not even allowed to talk about what I've seen in adventure mode. But what I can do is make my own speculation as to what I think could or could not be in the latest version of the game. I think one other block that they've added was the moonstone block. We have the regular colored blocks in here, all the metal blocks here, different fabrics that are there, and I believe everything else here has all been the same. One thing I wasn't too happy about, you got these nice like bright pink blocks, and if we were to go like so, oops, fly, and put a whole bunch of them together, look, they disappear. So I'm not sure exactly why those are in there, but hey, I digress. We're just happy to have had new blocks. So we got these bad boys here, which I think are new. I could be wrong though. I just don't remember seeing that version. I've seen this, this, and this, this, and this, and this. Moonstone block, it may be in one of the quests, because I know the electrocore block and I know the asteroid block from quests. This is from Tomb of Sephiroth. These are ones that you can craft, and then this guy I just don't remember seeing. So it might be one thing that I just don't have a recipe for. The other one that I'm very excited about, and I'm sure a lot of other people are, is that we actually have brand new dark brick, which this is looking very, very good. One other thing that I was a little not disappointed with, it's going to take a little bit to get used to, is the actual movement, because if I want to place something that's up higher like here and fly backwards, it's going to actually point me down. If I want to point something here and place backwards, I fly up, right? Or vice versa, right? If I'm going forward and I'm trying to place things as I go, I'm going to eventually land on it. So it's just going to take a little bit of finagling to find out the right way or the quick way for me to be able to place these things. But we got these really awesome bricks. I'll get in for a close-up of those, because look at how sweet those look. I'm loving that. That's going to add in for a whole bunch of different designs. The other thing that we have is the roof tile block. This is a new version of it. Instead of the red, we've now got the black version of it, which is freaking awesome. Put that in there like so, just so we get a couple layers of this. We actually get to see what it looks like. There. And you have to have an empty hand in order to break blocks. So if I want to punch that block out, I need to remove whatever's in my hand. So my advice is consistently keep an open hand, so you're able to change that up. So there's the new roof blocks that they've added into the game as well. Nicely done. Another one of the curious ones was soil blocks. So you look in here. We'll just put it right down here. So it's just like a cleaner version. Not as clean as the tilled block, but definitely a nicer looking version. And then the other block that we remember seeing in here was this. Was the snow block. So, and what I did is, over here, I don't need anything big. We'll go up here. And we'll go into a bag. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to grab the concrete. Get rid of all those. So this is just the original concrete block that we had. And I wanted to see a comparison between the two, because one obviously looks cleaner than the other, in a literal sense. That you can see these guys here. It's kind of what's your pick? Because while this looks dirtier, you can see the textures on it here. This here is a lot cleaner, but you got the lines. So there's no way it doesn't have a connected texture, whereas this does. So now it's going to be a toss-up. You know, this might be good for a floor, or you could use it as pillows for a bed, or whatever. There's a whole bunch of different ideas that you can do on that one there. Now, this is where we get into a little bit of the speculation, because we get into all this stuff here. This is all the different things that we could build, which we've seen a lot of these before. I think the stone railings and the wood railings are all in there now. I thought the stone railings were, or the wood railings were new, but I think they're just elusive on my part. I couldn't find a person to buy them. So we got the Sky Dragon statue, which I don't think I've ever seen before, which might just be from that quest line, which you're not able to buy or craft. I've seen the cauldron before, but we're going to throw that down as well. portal statuette we actually have. Now, see, you get into the crafting stations. Well, workbench 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we get into the drafting table. Well, drafting table 2, 3, and 4. And then we got the furnace. Furnace 2. Now, this looks different. That, to me, looks like something that they've actually changed out because it's made from basalt. So it's actually a darker stove. We have our altar 2, 3, and 4. And this is where speculation comes in because now we have an alchemy table. And this makes me think that we're going to get potions in the game. It has not been confirmed, but when you look at this and everything else, we got the altar and we got the drafting table, we got the workbenches. Same thing, alchemy table 2, 3, and 4. The other thing, Altar of Enhancement. That is something else that is new. I have not seen that before. Another thing that would be new is a pirate's chest. Another thing that may be new is a smith's anvil. So we got a bunch of new things that we don't know what they do as of yet. So one thing that we have is these statues, which we were never able to get access to. Is amazing to have in creative. Is the I can't remember what they're from, but then we got this cool bad boy. Look at this. Now here's the other little indication that it may be in the game is that it says interaction is not permitted. My guess is that they're adding not necessarily more potions into the game, but they're adding a way for you to craft potions separately from the way that we used to be able to do, which was always through the altar. Another cool thing is these little pirate chests. We have these guys here, and again, the cool thing is interaction is not permitted. Hopefully we're going to be able to get a recipe for this bad boy. This thing right here. Can you get out of the way? Let's... Why won't that place there? Well, it definitely won't now. Fine. I don't want to place you anymore. I'm upset. Let's do our cauldron. Put one of those right there. This sky statue, now, this thing is probably pretty huge. That's what she said. We go back into here, we go into our blocks. I'll just grab a dirt block for now because all I want to do is make a platform. Something like this. I don't know how big this thing really is though. And rotate. Bigger still. Are you kidding me? Looks like I'm on there. Okay, we'll do a couple things right here then. There. And here. Just in case. Okay. Look at how awesome that looks. Love that. The other thing that's new, we have that little thing, Smith's table. Let me get in here. Get rid of the power chest, get rid of that, 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 and we can put that away now too. And we're gonna hit the other one, but right here, this may very well be decoration. It doesn't say anything about interacting. So this might just be from the villager that you have in here. Zane the Smith, I think it is. If we get this young gentleman here, and we put right here, there. So we got Zane the Smith here. This does say interaction not permitted, but that might just be because he's there. Whereas this one here, there is no interaction. This might just be something that they've given us to be able to put in front of, because normally we would use an anvil to have a smith, unless they added it for the point of us being able to, you know, upgrade swords or something. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that's creative or not. Again, everything I'm saying in here is all speculation. This is not something, this is confirmed. This will be in version 1.8. I have no idea. This is just me guessing from what I've seen in here. Now this thing, I don't know what to expect of this. You know what, this has got to go. Oops, just left a big green bubble. So this here, this has an interaction feature as well. So we got that there. We look at this here. What this is called is the Altar of Enhancement. Now this goes for a whole line of speculation as to what this could be, because Altar of Enhancement, is it to enhance the player? Is it to enhance weapons? Is it to enhance potions? Or is it to enhance armor? Is it to enhance whatever? We have no clue, but it is something that is interactable. I don't know. If I had to guess, this may be where normally you would go into your map and you would select, this is where I want to upgrade my player. Maybe they're going to introduce something in here to, I don't know, insert stuff into coins or something to upgrade your player. I don't know. So maybe they're looking at going beyond level 30. That would be my guess. So there is quite a few pretty cool things in here. The other thing that I ended up noticing was down here in the signs section. Where would you be? No, not there. Oh, cool. Look at it. They got a Christmas tree. Holy crap, that's big. I can't even fit it here. Bunk. Nice. Best Christmas ever. Okay, let's go back in here. Potted plants. No. So it must be in here in the decoration side. Yes. Okay, so we're looking at all our different things that we have. All of these flags all look the same. Crest of the Strong Arms, we got the Spiders, we got the Knights, we got Pioneer's flag, we got the Banner, we got the Satyrus, Rainbow flag. I think that is a new one. I know we can get the Pirate flag from the ship. The Rainbow flag I don't remember seeing, and the Peace flag. Those are the two that I'm not sure 100% if they were in the game before. It may very well just be something like the red flag where you can buy. I don't think you're able to craft it, and same with the Peace one. I don't think it'll be on any kind of a quest that you can craft or anything like that. I think it's just something that you can buy or, take from an event. The other things that I saw in here, we got all the different kinds of signs that are through here. There's two that kind of raised my eyebrow a little bit because I'm thinking, wait a minute. I don't remember seeing these in the game. Pet shop sign, I believe we've seen. The one that I don't remember was the doll maker sign. That seemed a little bit out of place. The other one was this here. The library sign. I don't ever remember seeing that. Not even in the end of the world where we complete the game. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. They both look a little different, and I don't know whether or not the doll maker. It sort of looks like one of the old-fashioned mannequins where you would have them inside a tailor shop or anything like that. I'm wondering if there's going to be some form of a shop where you can buy vanity items or something like that. I just don't ever remember seeing this. Same with the library. I don't remember if they've had something outside of one of the libraries that we've run into, and if they're going to potentially introduce books of some kind into the game. Maybe where you learn new spells, or I don't know. But these are just two that caught my eye that I don't remember seeing this in the game. So those are two little things in there that I ended up remembering to see. The other thing, I'm just looking at the things that I caught. I did a live stream of this when it went live, actually just the day after it went live, I believe, on Twitch. So if you don't have access to my Twitch, make sure you go over to www.twitch.tv/chills504. I do streaming at Portal Nights a lot more often than probably I even should. It's usually around twice a week, if not 3 times a week, when I stream 5 days a week. So it is a pretty big chunk of that. Anything else in here? Mini bum, we got all those guys, all the different plants. The thing I like is that I didn't have these in my my other one because I was in a different island, the powder snow tree and all this. I don't remember seeing those. So it may be specific to different islands as to what you can or can't get. Because we've got Frida the farmer, or Frida. Yes, there she is. We finally know who she is and what she looks like. Alfred the archer. Got all the different kinds of lighting, all the Christmas lights and stuff like that. The other thing that was new was this bad boy. Let's get rid of this and this. We look into here. Where was it? Well, yeah, you want to put out one of these. Or one of these. Crossed saber trophy. That was something I hadn't seen before, and I'm not sure if we get this from fighting the skeleton guys in the pirate quest level. But we got our little cat bed in here. Oh, that was the other thing. Where is it? Where did it go? Same thing there. Okay. No, not you. Number 5. Right there. Okay. So these are 2 things that I hadn't seen before. We'll also grab one of these guys. Right there. Okay. And then we'll have our big bells. See, they got. Actually, you know what we should do? Pop that out of there. Go right back here. Wow, you're just pretty violent today, aren't you? And there. It's like you're holding onto a scroll. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we got our bells done there. Look it. Sweet. And it works like a regular bell. So you can see these are things that I can actually interact with in creative. It's a pet slot. So your tree stump. Most likely going to put frogs in there. Or potentially snakes. So they got a home for those. Oh, I broke it. We also have one for cats now. Because the 3 that we had before was the rat wheel, the doghouse, and the bird cage. So now that we have that, we also have the cat thing. It's the same idea. Let's just get over there. And it's the same thing. 4 pets. So we have 4 little kitty cats inside the little bed there. We got the tree stump there as well. Just a whole ton of thing. And then this cool statue. I don't know what that is from, but my guess is the pirate quest. I can't remember the pirate's name. But you can go down there and you fight the guys that like jump and attack you. One of those guys there. So pretty cool. I'm going to get rid of that and we'll get... I'm just breaking everything. Go back in here. Do a little bit of reparation. There. Well, Zane, you tired? Apparently so. So going through all the other things that were in here, I didn't actually see anything else that seemed to be 100% new. I pointed out everything that I could find in the game that I thought was new. You know, there's things that we probably haven't seen in our worlds where it was like, Chills, you never pointed out the dragon urn. It's because it's there. It's in the game already. Same with these coffins, but we're not able to craft them. We're not able to harvest them. So, you know, these little shoji doors, we've had those in the game for a while, but we just may not have seen them. There's a drawbridge that you can actually get as well. So a lot of these things have already been in the game. So if there's something in the game that you haven't seen yet, leave a message down below and just say, what the heck was that on at 20 minutes and 4 seconds there was a big giant alligator. I'll point that out to you. The other 2 things that we happened to see in here was a carpenter's table and a mason's table. So see, we have this little well, here, let's put that right there, and then we have the bigger version, which is this one here. Turn it around like this. There. So I got super excited when I saw this because we have, you know, 2 things that I hadn't seen before: a carpenter's table and a mason's table. I'm going, oh, sweet, we're gonna be able to edit blocks and stuff. Wah, wah, wah. They're decorations. Okay, so you're not able to open them up. The open for this here is the cat pillow, by the way, just in case you're like, that one opened. No, it doesn't. Right? We're actually from a different angle. So you can see here, you can't interact with these. These are purely decorational. You'll find them in a few different worlds. I was told by a subscriber of mine, Missy Joe, that it was in Fort Finch that you would be able to find these guys. So, yeah. It's just a part of the whole creative experience. Now that we've checked out a good chunk of what these things are, we'll go back into my vacant tropical island. This is the series that is currently ongoing with the building that I currently have. So pretty cool that I can still go into it. And again, like I said, if you got 3 worlds already on the go and a couple different worlds in different places on all these creative islands, you can start throwing them together in one world. Alright, and I'm still floating head. You'll know what that is from my previous streams that I've done. So as we go in here, you can see here, I have all my building in here, right? Still able to do things. I'm taking damage even though I'm in creative. That's weird. I wonder if I'll wake up with a headache or less health than the previous, or in my regular vanilla building. So everything is still there, accessible. Everything that we've ever done is all here. Again, the one downside is, like, you know, we can't interact with anything. I can't talk to these people here. That's the new market that we built. If I go back to the very beginning, whoops, we have our big giant storage area here. Open this up. I can't interact with anything, so I can't see what I have. There's no way for me to open up a chest and throw in thousands and thousands of blocks and then go transfer it over to my my vanilla world, right? I can't just change things over like that. So that is another cool thing that they've done. I want to go back and check out the Angler's Wharf, because this is going to be from an older series, either season 3 or 4 that I did. But the freedom that is in this is really, really cool. The last thing I want to do is I want to create another world with you. And I do got to give you a heads up, and I'll show you what I mean when we get out of the warping here. Okay, so we're in the Angler's Wharf. I think I know what this is. Okay, right now, if I want to add an island, that's awesome. But I cannot copy from an existing. So it says you cannot copy islands while you are on one. If you want to copy an island, you have to be on the main screen. So this here, what is this? Oh, this might be from the broken version 3, season 3, sorry, because I had, I think, a house on top of here, or over here. I had a house on one of these peaks. I remember having, I built a bridge over a big hole. Yeah, I don't see anything here, so this must have been pre-built. Yeah, because I had a house on one of these peaks in my other episode. So again, you can very coolly, if you've got like this really epic build, so what you can do is you can go here and say, you know what, this is going to be my new thumbnail, and we can go set a thumbnail, done. It does a little save thing. So now when we go back, back to the title screen, when we actually go to look at the island, we're going to be able to see that that's what's there. Let's go back into play. So right here, again, to create an island that you have already done, you need to go into here first, right? And now I can add an island, copy from existing. So if you're already in game, you will not be able to copy from existing, but you can create as many as you like while you are in game. So we go back in game as we're flying around. We're like, oh, you know what? I really want to build an Easter island, and I want to start with a flat scape, or I want to do this type of an island. I'll show you the last thing before I call it the episode, because we're getting over half an hour already. But I wanted to give you a big, in-depth, huge episode about this. Right here. Okay, Angler's Wharf. We go into here, we go to create a brand new island. We're going to figure out what we want to do, but we go, there's so many choices, I don't know, I want to make my own. Go to blueprint, right? So then we can go, okay, what I'd like to do is create myself a marsh. Name, there. So we'll actually, this makes it pretty good. Chili Marsh. And we'll just do a small one, right? So we have something a little bit different. Poof. There you go. It's already made. You can travel to it. So there you go. It's just that simple. It doesn't take you long to figure it out. Well, I guess the hardest thing is picking what style of island you would like to have. Okay, so looks a little bit strange, doesn't it? So you look at, let's get away from the things that are bright. But you can see like there's little markings here. It's a big giant blueprint. That's exactly what that is. So now, if you like Chili Marsh, I want to have a marsh that's made out of snow blocks. So now we can go into our inventory and we can go, okay, we got that, we got some dirt. We got some soil, and you know what I think I might throw in for a little bit of a mix is when we're down, we'll get some of this white concrete. So there we go. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build this little thing here. On the bottom, I want to have dirt. So anywhere where there's one of these blocks, I'm going to break it out, and I'm going to put in my dirt. Right, and then you go into here, and you go, okay, now we're going to get into the snow stuff. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put this around. To me, it would be a little bit tedious. I mean, I guess you could just kind of cover up so that you have a bit bigger of an island as you're kind of going through creating these things. But if you want to have a bit of an idea as to what's going on, you'll go, okay, now I don't have to worry about building my own island. I've already got something that's on the go, right? Or just like I said, you kind of cover over. Oh, the dirt puts that. Oh, no. Okay, that's not cool. Dirt is actually going to put the blueprint block. Oh, man. What if I want to put down like a grassy area? Oh, not cool, dude. So, yeah, I guess you're limited as to what you can put down, because the dirt block, that sucked. You put down the blueprint block instead. Wow, that's really weird. Okay, so I'll head back here, and like I said, everything, I can't say it enough, because if I've hit on something that is right, I don't want Portal Knights to come back at me and be like, you cheated, you told everybody about what was in the game. I have no clue what's in the game. I haven't gone over to the adventure mode yet, so everything I'm saying is me guessing off of just what I'm seeing, right? Like I suggested about the altar being split up now, that you have a potions table and you have an altar table, right? Kind of makes sense though when you think of it. An altar isn't somewhere where you make potions. You know, an altar is a place where you do things with tomes, or you know, do other things. So we got this little thing right here. Let's get our little awesome screenshot in here. Look at this, and take that off. Actually, we'll do it from here, so we get everything in there. That is amazing with the amount of different things that we have in the game now, and that we have a creative mode, because everybody who's into the big side of the building things, where it's like, yeah, dude, I love building and I like making these huge castles and whatever else, it, I know, is almost impossible to collect the amount of blocks that you need for some of the builds that we work on. So to have creative mode is freaking phenomenal. We don't have a confirmation on release date, but you follow at Portal Knights on Twitter. They always consistently keep us in the loop, let us know about what's going on. For anybody who's watching on Xbox or PS4, their plan is to do a lump update for you guys that will contain like 2 massive updates combined into one. So you're gonna get this mega update, and the reason why is because they have a very small team. People are like, why don't you just put everything on hold until you can release it all at once? No offense, but are you stupid? Because yeah, as a company, you want to keep releasing things to the network or the group that started things. So PC being the platform that they initially started with, they're going to keep releasing stuff for that, because we are sort of like the guinea pigs as well. We're going to test out things, then we give them feedback, and same with the console people, but we test it out and say, yeah, this works, that's broken. By the time it comes out on console, because they were able to give us an update, people on PC are appeased. Everybody on console should be resting well, knowing that, hey, everything I see on PC is coming to me. Instead of, let's delay updates for 2 years until everybody can get it. To me, that just doesn't seem plausible, right? You want to be able to keep generating hype about the game. So if you can put it out on one platform, you get to see it and go, I can't wait for that. That creates the hype. So I totally understand where they're coming from. And if you're a small team, you go try and develop a game and see how easy it is. Let me see if I yell at you monthly and go, where's my next update? Where's my next update? You're probably going to get a little bit frustrated, or go, dude, I'm going as fast as I can. Leave me alone. So just cut them some slack. The update's coming sometime this year, and as soon as they get it into, I don't remember what phase it was called, they are going to release a date and say it's going to be coming by summer of 2018. And then as that comes closer, guys, the update's coming in a couple of weeks. So just relax. All the stuff you see here will be coming to a console near you soon. So everybody, thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Portal Knights and 505 Games, thank you very much for the early access. I followed the rules and made sure not to, expose anything that wasn't supposed to be exposed. I should probably follow that guideline in real life too. But anyways, I want to say thank you to both teams, because I know 505 has really put out some amazing games, keen games as well. Sorry, I want to put you in there as well. You're doing an amazing job with this, and you really listen to the community, and I think that's something that everybody really does appreciate. Just if you haven't put it in this update for the next one, can you please put glass in? I think glass would be the next best thing that I'd be looking for personally. But anyways, thanks for your time, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this long extended look at version 1.4 creative mode. As soon as the adventure mode comes out in release mode, I will be sure to keep you guys in the loop as well. Thanks again, much love, much respect, and I'll see you next time. Take care.